Welcome back to Barbecue with Greg. Let's put that meat on the grill. Let's get started. Okay, welcome back, barbecue friends. Today, we're going to be firing up the Masterbuilt Gravity Series here. Now, the beauty of this barbecue is your charcoal hopper's here. You light it from the bottom. The ashes from the charcoal falls in the bottom. There's a fan that blows the heat into your cooking chamber. So essentially it turns your whole cooking chamber into an offset grill. So today I'm going to be throwing both chicken and ribs on here. We're going to see how well this cooks chicken and ribs. We'll take this cooked step by step. Let's fire up the grill. Okay, here's the plate just below the charcoal hopper. There's a little spot here where you put a fire starter. I have here an instant fire starter. I cut it in half just to fit inside the area there. Put it under the charcoal hopper and we'll give it a light. So essentially we just fired up our chimney starter. Now we have these two diverter pieces here that blocks the chimney starter from the cooking area. So we're going to pull those out. Now we're going to go over to our control board here. Fire that up. Then we're going to hit our temperature. And we'll set that. Say 250 degrees. We're ready to go. Now after about 2 or 3 minutes, you can see some smoke coming out of here. We now lit the bottom part of our charcoal. So we'll close our lid. There's safety switches on both lids, so once that's closed, and once this closed, the fan will come on and start blowing some of that heat into our cooking chamber until we reach our temperature of 250 degrees. Okay, we're gonna start off with our ribs here. We got here 2 racks of back ribs. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull the membrane off the back. I'm gonna use BBQ's all-purpose seasoning. Put a generous amount on there. We'll just wrap it up, wait for our grill to be ready. Okay, in just a couple minutes, our grill has reached 250 degrees. Let's get those ribs on. I'm gonna put these ribs on membrane side down, even though we removed the membrane. Okay, we'll close the lid. We're gonna let these go for about an hour, then we'll get our chicken ready. Okay, it's been 1 hour since we had our ribs here on the grill. Let's get our chicken ready. Okay, we got here a whole chicken. Okay, what I'm gonna do, we're gonna cook this in 2 halves. So I'm gonna cut it right along the spine. Okay, open that. Cut it right down the center. There, we got 2 halves. We'll set it on the grill like that. Now, again, I'm going to season this with BBQ's all-purpose seasoning. This is just a nice barbecue rub that I like. You can use any barbecue rub or just salt and pepper or whatever you like. And here we are. All right, let's open our grill here. You can see our ribs are coming along nicely here. What I'm gonna do, I'm now gonna flip these meat side down. Then we'll put our chicken over here. There, that fits nicely there. Just gonna put a temperature probe here in one of the chickens just to keep an eye on it. Right into the breast like that. There we go. Close the lid. Alright, we know our chicken's gonna be around an hour or so, but our ribs may need a little more attention. So as we go, I'll keep you updated what I'm doing. I'll bring you back when we do the next step. The chicken's been on for 15 minutes now. What I wanted to do, but I forgot, I wanted to bump the temperature up to about 300 degrees. All I need to do for that, push the thermometer and dial it to 300, and we're good. You can hear that little bit of fan come on. It's going to blow a little more heat in there. Okay, now I want to make a bit of a sauce for those ribs. Alright, I got my cast iron pan here. I'm going to put a generous amount of butter in there. Got a good amount of brown sugar. Put a nice amount of honey in there. Add some ketchup. And put a little more of that BBQ sauce in there. Alright. Okay, we'll open this. I'm going to set that pan up here on the upper rack. Close that up. In a half hour or so, we'll give this pan a bit of a mix and we'll start glazing those ribs. Alright, our chicken only has about 15 minutes left cooking time. It's already been on here for about 45 minutes. So what I want to do now is flip my chicken skin side down. Then we're going to glaze those ribs. Then we're going to flip those and glaze the other side. Give a bit of our sauce here a stir. I got my barbecue brush. There, and we'll just lay some of that onto our ribs. Now we're going to flip those chickens. Skin side down. We'll flip these around. Put some more of this sauce on this side. Bring in close here and show you. Everything's just coming along nicely. Okay, we'll close our lid down. Okay, in about 15 minutes or so, we'll pull that chicken off to rest. And we'll see where we're at with the ribs and decide what to do then. Okay, our chicken has come up to temperature here. We're gonna pull those off to rest. Let's open it up and see what it looks like. All right. Here we are. I want to flip these around. Okay, let's take our chickens off to rest. Okay, let's open this up. Chicken's now resting in the house. Take a look at our ribs here. It's starting to get a nice bend on there. I'm going to flip these back over. I want to sauce this side again. Just see how nicely those are coming along. All right. really starting to smell the sugars on these ribs. So I'm only gonna wait about 5 or 10 minutes and I'm gonna flip them back again. Okay, open it up. It's been about 5 minutes. And once again, flip these over. Put the rest of our sauce on here. Okay. Close the lid. I'm going to let these go for another 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to pull them off. All right, it's been another 5 minutes. You can see the smoke here coming up from those sugars dripping down over the heat shield. We're going to pull these off, bring them inside to rest, and then we'll come back for the taste test. Look at that, just beautiful. All right, let's get a taste test here. So they're both cooked here on the Masterbuilt. The ribs were about a 2-hour cook. The chicken was about a 1-hour cook. I just love the idea of cooking totally on an offset when you're not right over the fire source. Let's take a couple of ribs off, see what we got. This is chicken. Leg come right off. We'll just take a piece of the breast here. Oh my gosh, it's just, the juices are just pouring out here. The moistness in this breast is just amazing. Let's take a bite. That's probably one of the best cooked chickens I've done. The juiciness in the breast is just amazing. Take that rib off there. You can see the smoke ring there on the outside. Let's take a bite of this. Okay, it's just coming off the bone. It's just pulling off the bone. The ribs are just cooked perfect. I can taste the savoriness underneath of that honey glaze, that sweet layer on the outside. Just amazing. Well, here we are. We're on the last day of winter. It's freezing out today. The wind is blowing. So I'm going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed this cook, I'd appreciate you smash that like button. And of course, you want to see more of these cooks, click that subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Barbecue with Greg.
Thanks for watching Barbecue with Greg. One of those barbecue cooking shows people watch on YouTube sometimes.